Welcome to the Streamy Strews. Today we will be looking at top file extensions. Microsoft Word Documents. Docs. Microsoft Word document. This is the current default file format for Microsoft Word. It's an open XML format, which means the data is stored in a human-readable and editable text-based format. This offers several advantages over the older binary format, .doc, used in previous versions of Word. Open XML files are more compact, less prone to corruption, and easier for other software to understand and manipulate. This allows for better compatibility with word processing applications from different vendors and simplifies file recovery in case of data glitches. .doc. Microsoft Word document older version. This is the older binary format used by Microsoft Word before Word 2007. While it remains a fairly common format you might encounter, it has some limitations compared to .docs. Because it's a closed, binary format, it's less flexible and more susceptible to data corruption. Additionally, some formatting or layout elements might not be interpreted perfectly when opening .doc files with other word processors. Portable document format, PDF. .pdf. Portable document format. This is a universal file format designed for the exchange of formatted documents. Unlike editable document formats like .docs or .od, PDFs are meant to preserve the exact layout and formatting of the original document, regardless of the software or operating system used to view them. This makes them ideal for sharing final documents, scanned documents, forms, or presentations where you want the recipient to see exactly what you created. PDFs can contain text, images, fonts, and even interactive elements like buttons and links. They are a reliable way to ensure consistent presentation across different platforms. Text file, .txt. .txt. Text file. This is the simplest and most versatile document format. Text files only store plain text without any formatting or layout information. They are essentially containers for raw text data. Because of their simplicity, text files are universally compatible. Any text editor, regardless of its operating system or software suite, can open and edit .txt files. This makes them ideal for various purposes, such as storing notes, code snippets, configuration files, or any data that needs to be easily readable by different programs. Text files are also lightweight and don't take up much storage space. Open document text document. .od. .od. Open document text document. This is an open-source XML-based format similar to Microsoft's .docs. It's the default file format for word processing applications like OpenOffice Writer and LibreOffice Writer. Like .docs, ODT files use a human-readable and editable text-based structure. This makes them suitable for collaboration and document sharing across platforms. ODT files can be opened and edited by various word processors, including Microsoft Word with some limitations. However, formatting might not be preserved perfectly when using non-OpenOffice/LibreOffice applications. Spreadsheets. .xlsx. Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. This is the current default file format for Microsoft Excel spreadsheets. Similar to .docs and .pptx, it uses the Open XML format for better compatibility and data manipulation. The Open XML structure allows for features like easier data sharing and collaboration, improved security, and more efficient file compression. .xls. Microsoft Excel spreadsheet older version. This is the older binary format used by Excel before 2007. While some spreadsheet programs can open and edit .xls files, there might be compatibility issues with newer software due to the difference in file structure. Upgrading to the .xlsx format is recommended for better functionality and wider compatibility. Presentations. .pptx. Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, newer version. This is the current default format for Microsoft PowerPoint presentations. Like .docs and .xlsx, it utilizes the OpenXML format for improved collaboration and data handling. This file format allows for embedding multimedia elements like images, audio, and video within the presentation. .ppt Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. This is the older binary format used by PowerPoint before 2007. Compatibility with other presentation software might be limited, especially when dealing with complex presentations that contain multimedia elements or advanced formatting. These are just a few of the most common document file extensions. There are many other specialized formats used for different purposes, such as .epub, electronic publication in open ebook format for storing text, images, and interactive elements for reading on various devices. .tex, LaTeX, a typesetting language specifically designed for creating high-quality scientific documents and mathematical equations. .jpg, JPEG image perfect for photographs and web graphics where file size is a concern. It uses compression to achieve smaller sizes, but there can be some quality loss. .png, portable network graphic, another popular web graphics format that supports transparency and lossless compression, meaning the image quality stays perfect even when compressed. Great for logos and graphics with clear backgrounds. .bmp, bitmap image, creates large, uncompressed files that preserve all image details. Not ideal for web use due to size, but useful for storing high-quality images where file size isn't an issue. .gif, graphics interchange format widely used for web graphics and simple animations. Limited to 256 colors, so not the best for photos, but works well for simpler visuals and animations with transparency. .ico, icon image, a small format specifically designed for computer icons on desktops, menus, and taskbars. .psd, Photoshop document, the native format of Adobe Photoshop. PSD files allow for complex editing with layers, masks, channels, and more. Useful for professional graphic designers and photographers. .tiff, tagged image file format, a versatile format that can handle both compressed and uncompressed images. Often used for storing high-quality images for professional applications like graphic design and photography. .ai, Adobe Illustrator artwork, the native file format of Adobe Illustrator. AI files are vector graphics, which can be scaled to any size without losing quality. Ideal for logos, illustrations, and scalable graphics. .svg, scalable vector graphics, an open standard for vector graphics similar to .ai. SVG files can be edited with various graphics software and are often used for web graphics and vector illustrations due to their scalability. .mp3, MP3 audio file, the most popular compressed audio format. It offers a good balance between file size and sound quality, making it ideal for portable devices and streaming services. However, compression can introduce some audio loss. .wave audio file, an uncompressed audio format that preserves all the original sound data. This results in high-fidelity audio but large file sizes. It's commonly used for storing raw audio recordings or applications where sound quality is critical, e.g., professional music production. .wma, Windows Media Audio, a compressed audio format developed by Microsoft. Similar to MP3, it offers good compression for smaller file sizes but with some sound quality trade-off. Primarily used on Windows systems and some streaming services compatible with WMA. .aac, advanced audio coding, another compressed audio format, often considered superior to MP3 in terms of sound quality at similar bit rates. Widely used for digital music downloads, e.g., iTunes Store, and streaming services, e.g. YouTube. .ogg, Vorbis Audio, an open source, royalty-free compressed audio format known for its good audio quality at lower bit rates compared to MP3, often used for online audio distribution and web applications. .flac, Free lossless audio codec, a lossless compressed audio format that preserves all the original sound data while achieving smaller file sizes compared to WAV. It's a good choice for archiving audio or when maintaining the highest possible sound quality is important. .mp4, MPEG, 4-part 14. This is the current king of video formats. It's a versatile container format that can hold compressed video and audio using various codecs, subtitles, and even chapters within a single file. MP4's popularity stems from its efficiency. It uses good compression techniques, allowing for high-quality video in relatively smaller file sizes. Compatibility. Widely supported by most media players, devices, and online platforms, making it ideal for sharing and playback. Scalability. It can handle a range of video resolutions, from standard definition, SD, to high definition, HD, and even ultra-high definition, UHD. .AVI, audio-video interleave, an older video format developed by Microsoft. It can accommodate various video and audio codecs, but has limitations compared to MP4. Here's why AVI usage has declined. Scalability. Not as efficient with newer high-resolution video formats. Compatibility. May require specific codecs for playback on some devices. Limited features. Doesn't natively support features like chapters or subtitles within the container. WMV. Windows Media Video, a compressed video format developed by Microsoft. Similar to its audio counterpart WMA, it offers good compression for smaller files, but with compatibility limitations. Less widespread support, primarily supported by Windows systems and some media players with specific codecs. Proprietary format. Requires licensing for some commercial uses. .mkv, Matroska Multimedia Container, a free, open-source alternative to MP4. It's a flexible container that can hold various video and audio codecs, subtitles, chapters, and even metadata within a single file. Here's what makes MKV popular. Flexibility. Supports a wider range of codecs compared to MP4, making it suitable for storing high-quality video with specific encoding needs. Open source. Royalty-free and not tied to any specific software or platform. Feature-rich. Can hold chapters, subtitles, and other metadata for enhanced playback experience. FLV. Flash video, a video format historically used for online video playback with Adobe Flash Player. With the decline of Flash, FLV usage has decreased significantly. Limited support. Modern web browsers and media players might not have built-in support for FLV playback. Flash dependence. Reliant on Adobe Flash Player, which is no longer widely supported. .zip. Zip archive. This is a widely used and very compatible archive format. It supports basic compression and allows for storing file names and folder structures within the archive. Zip files can be easily opened by most operating systems and software with built-in archive management tools. .rar archive, another popular archive format, known for its potentially higher compression ratios compared to zip. RAR archives can also support features like password protection, error correction, and split archives, useful for very large files. However, RAR requires specific software, like WinRAR, to create or extract files unless your system has a built-in unpacker. 7z 7zip archive, a free, open-source archive format developed by the 7zip software. It offers high compression ratios, supports various encryption methods, and can handle large files well. 7z is gaining popularity due to its powerful features and free availability of the 7zip software for various platforms. .tar, tape archive, originally designed for storing data on magnetic tapes. TAR is a simple archive format that primarily groups files together without compression. It's often used on Unix-based systems for packaging and distribution of software or data collections. tar archives typically need to be compressed with a separate tool like gzip, explained below, for efficient storage. Gzip compressed archive. This format uses the gzip compression algorithm to shrink file sizes. Gzip is often used in combination with tar archives, resulting in .tar.gz files, to create compressed file collections. Gzip is a widely supported compression format found on most Unix-based systems and can also be used to compress individual files, resulting in .gz files. .exe, Windows executable file, the standard executable format for Windows systems. Double-clicking an .exe file instructs the operating system to load and run the program. .apk, Android application package, the package format for apps on Android devices. Similar to .exe, .apk files contain the code and resources an Android device needs to run the application. .dmg, Apple Disk Image. This is a macOS-specific file format that combines aspects of an archive and an executable. A .dmg file is a disk image that mounts as a virtual disk on your desktop when opened. It can contain an installer program, often a .package file, that, when launched, installs the software on your Mac. Here's a breakdown of the .dmg functionality. Disk image. The .dmg file itself is a compressed or encrypted image of a disk volume. Installer. It may contain an installer program, like a .package file, to guide you through the software installation process. Application. Sometimes the .dmg file itself might be the application, not an installer. These are typically self-contained applications that can run directly from the mounted disk image. .csv, comma-separated values. This is a simple and widely used format for storing tabular data. It represents data in a plain text file where each row represents a record, and each entry within a row is separated by a comma. CSV files are human-readable and easily imported or exported by various software applications, making them a versatile choice for data exchange. .json, JavaScript object notation. This is a popular format for storing structured data in a human-readable format. JSON uses key-value pairs to represent data objects, making it easy for computers to parse and interpret the information. JSON is often used for data exchange between web applications and APIs, application programming interfaces, due to its lightweight and readable structure. .xml, extensible markup language. An XML file uses tags to define the structure and hierarchy of data. Similar to HTML, XML uses markup to describe the data rather than how it should be displayed. XML offers a flexible way to store and exchange complex data structures, making it a common choice for data interchange between different systems and applications. .SQL, structured query language. This is a specialized language used to interact with relational databases. SQL statements are used to query, insert, update, and delete data stored in relational databases. While not directly a data file format itself, .SQL files can contain SQL code used to manage data within a database system. HTML, hypertext markup language, provides the foundation or structure of a web page. It uses tags to define the content and elements on the page, such as headings, paragraphs, images, links, and more. Think of HTML as the skeleton of your web page. CSS, cascading style sheets, dictates the visual presentation of your web page. Separate from the content defined in HTML, CSS files specify styles for fonts, colors, backgrounds, spacing, layout, and other visual elements. This separation allows for cleaner and more maintainable code. CSS is like the clothing you put on the HTML skeleton to style it. JavaScript, JS adds interactivity and dynamic behavior to web pages. JavaScript code can be embedded within HTML files or included as separate .js files. It allows for user interaction with forms, animations, dynamic updates of content, and other features that make web pages more engaging. JavaScript breathes life into the styled web page, making it interactive.